Today I'm going to be showing y'all the best Victor Wembanyama build on NBA 2K25. Now we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and when we do hit 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing a $100 VC giveaway. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into this build. Our position is obviously going to be center. For the height, we are going to go 7'1", and for our weight, we're going to bring it way down to 231 pounds. And we are going to have a 7'3" wingspan. We're going to have an 81 overall close shot on this build, which is going to help us out a lot. We're going to have a 70 driving layup, which isn't the highest, but driving layups this year really are kind of hit or miss. Like, they're kind of hard to make sometimes, and then sometimes you make some crazy stuff. But we're going to go 81 on the driving dunk, which is going to help us with that dunking. And our standing dunk is going to be very good at a 90 overall. And our post control, we are going to bring to an 85 overall, which is going to give us good post moves. We're going to be finishing on this build very, very well. You got good close shot, you got good post control, you can do really good standing dunks, you can even drive the ball and dunk it, and our layup is pretty solid here at a 70 overall. For our shooting, this build is a pretty dang good shooting build. Also, we're going to have an 85 mid-range, and we're going to max our three-pointer out at an 83 overall, and we're going to bring our free throw up to a 73 overall. Now, as you can see, the badges will change a little bit, and we will go back over them in a little bit, but you will get solid shooting on this build. My other boy has already broken the game pretty much. He's shooting three-pointers with a 43 overall three-pointer. So if anyone is worried about an 83 overall three, trust me, you will be able to easily make three-pointers with an 88 overall three. And with an 85 mid-range, it is going to help a lot whenever you are playing in like the rec or 5v5 pro-am, or honestly anywhere. You will be able to just sit at the top if the teams are in the 2-3, sit at the free throw line, and you will be able to hit as many mid-range shots as you get. Now here is some footage from my boy who plays this center every day, and right there you can see a wide open three. Bang! Every single time you are open, you get a good shot. There, it makes him step in a little bit, but he has that mid-range. He is going to be able to hit it. Now, for our playmaking, we're going to bring our pass accuracy up all the way to an 87 overall, which is very, very good. That's going to give us that gold break starter at an 87, and you obviously get that gold dimer also, which helps a ton. We're going to max out our ball handle as far as we can at 70 overall, and we're going to max our speed with ball as far as we can to a 56 overall. Now, a 70 ball handle is going to be very, very good, at least for a center. You do not need anything crazy. 70 ball handle, you will be able to dribble a little bit with this build. And the 56 speed with ball, it's not the highest, but again, we are a center. We are 7'1" with a 7'3" wingspan. Our main focus is not to dribble the ball the entire time and whatever. You will be able to do that if you need to, but that is not our main focus with this build. Our main focus is to get the shots up that are open and to finish the ball, and we will be able to get very good blocks on this build and good defensive rebounding. Now, as you can see from this clip right here, we're going to get the rebound, and that's 87 pass accuracy is going to throw a bullet all the way down the court to a wide open man for a three-pointer. They're coming back down, and we're going to get this block right there and protect the paint. For our interior defense, we're going to bring it up to an 85 overall interior defense. Perimeter, we're going to leave it at a 36, very low perimeter, but this is a center. This is not really, this can be used as a twos build, but this is honestly more of like a rec 5v5 or like a pro-am 5v5 in my opinion. It could work on the threes also, but just something you aren't switching onto a guard fully every time. If you're playing like an ISO guard on the twos or something and your guy's just sitting in the corner kind of messing around, cutting through the paint down low, this build will be perfectly fine. But if you're consistently having to guard perimeter defense of players, then this build is probably not going to be the greatest for that. Our steal, we're going to bring up to a 60 overall, which is going to give us that bronze interceptor, which this year interceptions are broken. The lane steals are crazy. You can get lane steals no matter what. I promise you, with a 60 overall and bronze interceptor, you will be able to get a lot of lane steals on this build. And this is a big attribute on this build. We are going to bring our block all the way up to a 93 overall block, which is going to get a ton of blocks. You are going to love this build when it comes to paint defense, with that 85 overall interior defense and that 93 block and even that bronze interceptor. You will be able to get a lot of steals. You're going to get a ton of blocks, and you are going to be able to play defense just as good as anybody can in the paint. Right here, we are going to get a huge snatch block on this kid. Right here, as you can see, we cut back and we get a giant block, and we get the cutter here, and boom, off the backboard with a huge block. And there is another one right there. For our offensive rebound, we're going to bring it to a 65 overall. And for our defensive rebound, we're going to bring it up to an 85 overall, which this is eventually, once we upgrade the bottom, going to give us that gold box out beast. So next, we're going to look at speed, which is going to bring it up to a 66 overall speed. And the agility, we're going to bring it to a 54 overall. Strength, this is pretty good. We're going to bring it up to an 83 overall for strength, which, as you can see, that is going to give us that gold box out beast, that silver brick wall. We get silver post lockdown, silver post powerhouse. But the best thing, in my opinion, on this build is that gold box out beast, which with your +1 badge upgrades from the season pass, you could put that on Hall of Fame if you wanted to, which is very, very good. Only having 85 defensive rebound, which is a very good defensive rebound, but you will probably come across most people with like a 90 or so rebound, or right around there or so. But you will be able to put that box out beast on Hall of Fame, which is going to help this build a ton. And you are 7'1". A lot of the center type power forward builds this year are right around 6'7" to 6'9". So you are pretty dang tall. You got good rebounding. You could get that Hall of Fame box out beast. So you will definitely be able to out rebound a ton of people on this build. And for our vertical, we're going to bring it up to an 80 overall vertical, which is going to help our finishing a ton. As you can see on the right, we get that silver pogo stick for defense. We get gold rise up, which is going to be so good finishing on the rim. And we get that gold aerial wizard. And we get gold high flying denier, which raises the chances of getting a block when moving at a high speed. We even get bronze posterizer on this build. We're going to bring it back up to the top. We get silver hook specialist. We get bronze paint prodigy and silver float game. We get that bronze physical finisher right there. And there are a lot of good badges on this build. We get gold post fade phenom, which is going to help this build a ton. The silver post powerhouse, the silver post up poet, and the bronze unpluckable. Now we only have 70 ball handle, which isn't the greatest, but we still do get that bronze unpluckable, which will help this build a ton whenever you're trying to make a move around the paint or anything like that. We do get silver deadeye, and we get silver set shot specialist, and we also get bronze limitless range on a 7-1 center build. Now that is a tier 2 badge, which means from the season pass, you get that badge upgrade, the +1 you can put on a tier 1 and a tier 2. So if you really wanted to, you could get silver limitless range on this 7-1 center build. We get very good pass accuracy on this build, which is going to give us bronze bailout. We get that gold break starter, bronze versatile visionary, and we get gold dimer, which will help our teammates a ton on this build. We get gold paint patroller, which in my opinion is the best badge for interior defense and centers all around. This protects the rim at a high level. Gold is so good here, and if you really wanted to, you could put that badge upgrade on Paint Patroller, which would bring this to a Hall of Fame badge. We also get the silver lockdown, and we get gold off-ball pest on this build, and we get that bronze interceptor right there, which I talked about, which will be so good on this build. And we do get the silver rebound chaser, which again, depending on where you guys want to put your +1 badge upgrades, you could even put it on rebound chaser, which is a tier 1, which you could bring that to gold, and you could get gold box out beast and gold rebound chaser. My center and rec uses this build every single day, and this build is awesome. It helps us so much within the rec. There are so many different things about this build that just is amazing, I promise you. We get the Marcus Cousins. There is that Victor Wembanyama, Kristaps Porzingis, and we are a 2-way 3-level playmaker. If y'all did enjoy this video and like this build, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace!